Welcome back to Look News. Trodder Furlong is here for our weekly look at sports, our breakdown of our game of the week. Hey, Trodder, how's things going?
Very good.
Good.
Great game last week if you were a Saratoga Blue Streaks fan.
Yeah, you are 2 for 2 now in predicting who these which high school teams are going to win. Last week's game, Boston Spa, Saratoga. Let's take a quick look back.
It looks like I watched the game before it happened. If you kind of listen to my pregame, I talked about special teams. They run that opening kickoff back. Right off the bat, the crowd is really into the game. They had a big crowd there. The triple-headed monster I talked about. Jordan Wilcox, 10 carries, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dakota Harvey, 6 carries, 66 yards, 1 touchdown run. He caught one and he ran one back. And then Jake, that old school quarterback I talked about, 12 carries, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 passing, and 2 running, so 3 total. But, I mean, they really dominated that game. The floodgates kind of opened up on Boston Spa in that game. They got ahead of them and just kept rolling that way.
Yeah, they were, 21 seconds into the game and a 95-yard touchdown return. I mean, they were, from the start, just in control, Saratoga Spurs.
Kind of what we talked about, the intangibles of the game. I said, look for the special teams. I know Saratoga ran one back against Albany. Special teams that can get your team fired up. It kind of puts a team on already backpedaling, and that's what happened in the game. I think the Saratoga team's a real tough team, though, a team that you want to follow. Tony DeLuche, it kind of reminds me of that era of football with that Saratoga teams, those Super Bowl teams that they had. This team looks real tough. That triple-headed monster, Jordan Wilcox, old school Jake. The quarterback looked real good in that game. And Dakota Harvey, just another piece of the puzzle that you got to try to defend. Trying to defend that kind of offense is real difficult. I look forward to watching this team.
Yeah, as you said, old school Jake Eggletine, our player of the game, our second contender in our High Five Leadership Grant contest.
Well, he deserved it. I mean, if you really sit back and watch the game, he ran the ball real well, played real smart, picked apart their defense. He had plays. It looked like he was just waiting for those holes to open up, and when they did, he shot through them. Real talented kid. Saratoga's proud to have him, and I look forward to this team making a pretty good deep run here in the playoffs.
All right, our next game of the week, Queensbury heading to South Glens Falls. It looks like this could be a repeat of our previous week's game, one team in more of control than the other.
Well, you kind of threw a little double reversal on me. We weren't set to do this game, so we kind of switched it up. So we kind of looked over the schedule and see who they played and stuff. This Queensbury team is 2-0. The Fighting Trojans going into the game. The Fighting Spartans, sorry.
Spartans, yeah.
Spartans, yep.
Yeah.
They
Trojans,
beat up
Spartans. Yeah.
They beat up on Troy week 1. They created a lot of turnovers against this team. They blanked Bishop McGann 33-0. They run this kind of crisscross flex offense. They have 3 running backs. They feature Brett Rodriguez, Tim Voorhees, and Caleb Minute. Real tough again to try to defend that much. They're running different schemes at you all the time. They put up a lot of points on a tough Troy team. They're going against the Bulldogs of South Glens Falls. They started off 0-2. They got Coach Tony Cifatelli, first-year head coach with the South Glens Falls team. He's been with the program 13 years.
Okay.
He was talking about getting these players mentally tough for this game and kind of building on that mental toughness. And sometimes losing games, you got to be able to fight back in sports, and that's part of a growing up process. He has a new offense and defensive schemes that he's put in place, and he wants to play towards the players' strengths this year on offense and defense. The quarterback is Louis DeRider, running back Cody Lane, and receiver Pat Fish. This kind of looks like a transition year for the South Glens Falls team. Queensbury looks like they're going to have a big edge on them. I mean, it's tough coming in with a team that's 0-2. This Queensbury team looks like they have a high-powered offense. I just think that this coach, John Urie, that's been with this Queensbury, longtime coach with Queensbury, is going to have this team ready to play.
Yeah, powerhouse team, right?
Right. He's not going to kind of say, oh, we're 2-0 and they're 0-2 and this game doesn't matter. He's going to have them prepared to play this game. And sometimes on sports, it looks like a blowout on paper. And games don't always match up. Games aren't played on paper. I think they're going to have to go in and still play tough, control the ball on the ground, not turn the ball over. But I still give Queensbury a big edge in this game.
All right, so we're going to see if you're going to go 3 for 3. Queensbury with the edge in this upcoming game.
Fighting Spartans, and then I go 3-0 in this.
All right, Fighting Spartans against the Bulldogs coming up this week. Trodder Furlong, thank you so much, sir. We appreciate it. Our preview of our game of the week. Now, our game of the week airs here on Look TV. It's Sunday nights, Mondays, and Tuesdays. And of course, to see our full schedule and also see this segment with our Trodder Furlong, head to the website. It's looktvonline.com. We post it there each and every week.